Good day, students and viewers. You are welcome to the studios of Maths X. We are live today being the 8th day of December, this beautiful Sunday. I trust you were in church. This class is designed to help assist our students, subscribers, viewers in the upcoming mathematics NECO examinations. Yes, that's what we are about in this particular class. We did transmit yesterday, but we ran into some hitches, and we've gotten lots of feedback from many of our students and subscribers about what happened in yesterday's class. So in today's class, please, we are going to have to start all over again from the beginning. We're not taking any chances. Don't worry, we'll still make it up to you. We can add a little extra time. There's no problem about that, if that will help us cover up. So, dear students and viewers, in my hands today is a NECO past question, GC NECO past question. And just like we in our advert, this is 2022 paper 2. We call it the theory paper. So, and like I told you in that class, this will be our study tool. This particular exam paper carries 100 marks out of 200 marks available for the taking. And we're going to put you through, my dear students and viewers, we're going to give you an orientation on what this examination paper mathematics is all about. Yes, because like I told you, mathematics is pattern. It has a pattern. But most persons don't see it that way. As a mathematics tutor for over 15 years, going through this paper, training many students on this, I know it's patterned, and I'm going to put you through that in this particular sessions together. But before I start the class, I want to just give you thank you so much for hooking up, for joining us on Maths X. From time to time, I will check our transmission because we're having some challenges. Yes, let's see if we're still live. Excuse me. All right, we are. So, like I told you, from time to time, we'll be checking our transmission to just ensure that there's no hitch like it happened yesterday. And we assure you that we're going to have a bumper session today. What happened yesterday cannot happen today again. It's well. Um, for today's class, as you can see, we are on NECO mathematics today. I want to put you through how the NECO paper 2 is structured before we get into solutions, because it's good you know how it's structured. My dear students and viewers, a typical NECO and even WASE, that is WAEC examination paper 2, is structured the same way. Let me start by telling you that, my dear students and viewers. And altogether it's 100 marks. Altogether it's 100 marks. It has two parts. So it has the part 1 and the part 2. For the part 1, let's start here. For the part 1, the part 1 altogether is 40 marks for the taking. And the instruction in this part 1, my dear students and viewers, is answer all questions. That's the instruction. Answer all the questions. Answer all questions. And altogether you have five questions. 40 is 8 marks. So each question answered altogether, each question you answer, my dear students and viewers, actually is 8 marks for the taking. So whether it has A or B or C, but you are going for 8 marks in this part 1. So altogether you have 40 marks for the taking. Instruction that you will see on a paper like this will be answer all the questions. Altogether there are 5 questions, 5 of them. Then of course, Each question is what? 8 marks. Please do note this. Then there is the part 2, my dear students and viewers. The part 2 of this same paper. This part 2 carries 60 marks. 60 marks for the taking in this part 2. The instruction here, my dear students and viewers, will be answer 5 questions. 5 questions. And altogether, there are 7 questions in a typical NECO paper, theory paper like I'm holding here. Each question here carries 12 marks. How do I know? How do I mean? You have to answer 5. 5 divided by 5 divided 60, that is 12. So each question you answer in the section 2 is 12 marks. Maybe it has A, B, and C. So each means that maybe each of the options A, B, and C will be 4 marks. So that's what you are going for. So you have 12 marks each question in section B. Altogether, in section part 2, I mean to say, altogether you have 60 marks. Then also in part A, you have 40 marks. You have to answer 5 questions. Each question is what? 8 marks. You have to answer 5 questions. All you have 40 marks. That's how you need some tools to help your calculator. Yes, your calculator. It might not be as tech as the one I'm holding, or maybe this kind of scientific calculator, but WAEC or WASE does provide students with the kind of calculator they want them to use. NECO does not. Of course, you should carry your 4-figure table, your log table. There are some formulas in the log table, of course, like formulas for statistics, mean deviation, standard deviation, pie chart, Spearman's rank correlation. That's for the further math students. Anyway, so those things, my dear students, are necessary tools you need to take with you to the exam hall. Of course, your mathematical, your math sets also is an essential commodity for as in one of the tools you need to take into your exam hall. So for me, I have my calculator, so I'll put it in my pocket. When it's time, I might call it for use. Let me keep it here. All right. The next thing I want to talk about, my dear student, is the time frame for this examination. So altogether, you are supposed to answer 10 questions. Please permit me to check my transmission. We are good to go. So there we are. So the next thing I want us to know, my dear students and viewers, after talking about how the exam is structured, is the time frame for this exam, because you don't have you don't have infinite time to solve. You have a time frame to try to work within that time frame. Make sure you finish. I've had students come out of exams like this, both the internal NECO and WASE exams. Oh, sir, I didn't finish, and that's not cool. So it's good you are given an orientation on the timing of this exam, which you are supposed to be taking on the 14th of December. So for the time of the exam, the time for this paper 2 is 2.5 hours. This is the time allotted. So you have to answer 10 questions, 5 questions to answer, or 5 questions to choose from 7. Yes, so altogether 10 questions in 2.5 hours. Let's do a time breakdown. 2 hours, 1 hour rather, is 60 minutes, right? 2 hours is 120 minutes. 2.5 hours actually is 150 minutes. So, my dear students and viewers, you are to answer 10 questions in this 2.5 hours. This translates to the same 10 questions, 10 questions in 150 minutes. In 150 minutes, meaning that for every one question you solve, my dear students and viewers, you should do it within 150 over 10, giving you what? 15 minutes. As a rule, my dear students and viewers, do not spend more than 15 minutes on any question you are attempting, any question of your choice which you are attempting. Do not spend more than 15 minutes of your time. Or else, if you do exceed this time on any question, most likely you're not going to finish. And that will not be in your best interest. So, my dear students and viewers, there you are. You are to answer. You are to answer 10 questions altogether. The part A is 40 marks. The part B is 60 marks. Please let me check my transmission, please. Yeah, I'm okay. The part A is 40 marks. The part B is 60 marks. So you are to answer 10 questions in 2.5 hours, which is 150 minutes actually. Now, what I tell students, especially if I meet some weak ones, I do advise them, please, since it's the way it is, go for the section B first. Answer 5 questions from the section B. Why? Section B carries 60 marks. Part 2 rather carries 60 marks. The part one carries 40 marks. So why don't you go start answering questions from the B part? Yes. Endeavor to do all the 5 there, and then you go into the part 1 to try the 5 up there, because there's more at stake here. So it's the advice I give to my on the weak side. And I would urge you to toe the same 14th of December, when you're going to be writing your mathematics papers for in your GC external, like I have here. Now, before we go on, I need to also put you through some topics. Yes, some topics that NECO are fond of using. They don't stop using them. So meaning that you, my dear students and viewers, you need to acquaint yourself with these topics, because where you are, it will help you. It will help you. If you are very properly acquainted with these topics, there is no reason you shouldn't have a 6. No reason at all. So the topics that NECO are fond of using, I call them the so-called NECO topics. Pardon me for calling it that. It might not be the most appropriate, but like I said, a typical NECO exam paper, you will see this these topics. So if you go through them, at least it will form basically over 60% or over 50% of what the exam you are going to write. I'm not saying that NECO doesn't use other topics, but they are very fond of these ones. They are very fond of these ones. So the first topic I would have you know, my dear students and viewers, is what? Graphs. So, my dear students and viewers, the first topic I want you to watch out for is your graphs. Usually, the graphs, when they put it like it is here, it is 12 marks, 12 solid marks out of 100. And this is what worth going for. So you shouldn't miss a mark like this. So your graphs, and to study graphs, it is found in this topic, quadratic equation, because there are 4 methods of solving quadratic equations. That is the factorization method, that is the completing the squares. There is the formula method, and then lastly, the graphical method So that topic so that it will help you everything you require in what 15 minutes. The next topic, my dear students and viewers, I want you to know that NECO loves to use this is statistics. Statistics. This one too carries 12 marks. So when I talk about statistics, you can check your standard deviation, your mean deviation, your variance, your OGIF, that is your cumulative frequency graph, your histogram, your bar chart, pie chart, and all those topics. So this one too carries 12 marks. The next topic you should watch out for is called word problem. Word problem. This will not be 12 marks. Maybe it could be between 4 or 6 marks, this particular topic. Now, an average student does not find word problem palatable at all. It aspect of your study of quadratic equations will contain your use word problem form. It does harass many students. So please do watch out for this topic. Most likely, your NECO examiners will definitely use these topics. Let's check our transmission, please. I will need some space on this part of the board. Okay, another topic that NECO are fond of using, topic number 4, we'll talk about matrices. And so they will fix a question like this also. This one carries maybe between 4 and 6 marks. These ones are 12 marks. That's why I put in 12 there. These first two are 12 marks. This is 4 marks, probably 6 marks, 4 marks, probably 6 marks. So you should check your determinants and your matrices. They will give you problems involving this. The next topic, my dear students and viewers, is called equations of a straight line. Equations of a line, or maybe a straight line. Equations of a line. Test. Then the sixth topic, my dear students and viewers, is your differentiation. And of course, your number 7 is your integration. They will test you with this topic. So please do look it up. This is 4 marks or maybe 6 marks too. Depends on where they have put it in. Then your number 8, there is mensuration. There is mensuration. So they will test you by this. Then sequences. I'm talking about your arithmetic sequences. That is your arithmetic progression and your geometric progression. So they call it AP. Yeah, they call it AP and GP. So sequences, that's your arithmetic progression and your geometric progression. So with these 9 topics, my dear students and viewers, if you have mastered these 9 topics, my dear, I don't see you scoring less than a 6. Yes. But where as a student, you're not acquainted with study, with the use of these topics, you do end up having problems. So my dear students and viewers, I would advise you, these are sure bets. These are topics that NECO is fond of using. They don't just seem to know how to let it go. And that's wonderful. So like I told you, my dear students and viewers, a typical NECO exam is patterned. It has a pattern. Yes, it has a pattern. So if I was to train a weak student, I will zero in on these 9 topics. And then if there are other areas that we can touch, good for us. So that is it. And that's why I'm exposing you to this, my dear students and viewers. It's good you are aware of this. Please, I'll check my transmission. Thank you. Having exposed you, my dear students and viewers, to what I just said, the topics that they are going to use, let us go into the paper proper. I have to take this off. I'll take everything here off. So 2022 NECO GC paper 2. The first question here is simplify. Number one, simplify. Simplify 2 1/3 minus bracket 2.5 minus 1 4/5. 2 plus 2/3 divided by 1 1/3. So we are to simplify. Now, this is the numerator part, right? And this is the what? Denominator part. So for simplicity, I will separate them. I will treat the numerator differently, keep its answer. Treat the denominator differently, keep its answer. So here we go. So for the numerator, we have it here that 2 1/3 minus bracket 2.5 minus 1 4/5. There is a common, now this is your Bodman's, right? Recall your Bodman's rule, where it talks about bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So there's a bracket here, so you will treat the bracket first. Yes. So recall our video on MathX, our video on fractions. We did stuff like this. So there's a common LCM here, which is what? 10. LCM of 2 and 5, which is 10. 2 minus 1 is 1, right? 5 into 10. 5 into 10 is 2 times 4 is 8. Minus 2 into 10 is 5 times 1. That is your 5. Still put it under bracket. Minus 2 1/3. Now, 2 1/3 minus 5 minus 8 cannot. So you borrow 1 from the one you have here. So this is 0 now. Nothing is. We are back. For this second question, number 2, it has an A part. Let us read it. I trust you have this exam paper. That the sum of 2 numbers is 9, and their product is 20. Find the numbers. I'll take it again. The sum of 2 numbers is 9, and their product is 20. Find the numbers. Now, this particular question, this 2A, is an example of your word problem. This particular question does harass students. I've seen particular that the sum of two numbers is 9. Mind you, these two numbers are unknown, right? So find a cardinal move for word problem is to ascribe letters to these unknowns. Yes. So watch me. First statement, let the first number be x, call it x, and the second number be y. So the two numbers are what? X and y. Please let me check our transmission again. Please. Network is amazing. So let the first number be x and the second number be what? Y. Okay. So going by this first sentence, that the sum of two numbers is what? 9. So the sum of the two numbers, x and y, is 9. What is sum? Sum speaks of a what? An addition. So it means that your x plus y is 9. You may call that your equation 1. Yes. Second statement is that, and their product is 20. What is a product? A product speaks of a what? A multiplication. So you are going to multiply them. You're going to multiply the same x and y so that your xy, because x times y is xy in maths, your xy is what? 20. You can call that your what? Equation 2. So this is taking you to a simultaneous equation. So what do we do? Make one of them subject. The choice is yours. So from equation 1, I have it that x will be 9 minus y. Please, you can call this what? Equation 3. So equation 3 came from equation 1. Since equation 3 is coming from equation 1, please do not put equation 3 back into equation 1. Nothing good will come out of it. Rather, put it in an equation that you've not used before, which is what? Equation 2. So my next statement is substitute equation 3 into equation 2. Equation 2. Please, I'll check my transmission again. Network has been amazing. So substitute equation 3 into equation 2. Like I said earlier, from equation 1, we got equation 3. Because from equation 1 here, we made x subject. We moved the y over. So it became 9 minus y rather. We have what? Equation 3. So from this, your equation 3. So substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So I'm going to put it in here. So anywhere you see x, you substitute with 9 minus y. So from here, you have that x, which is 9 minus y, that is here, bracket y is equal to what? 20. Open that bracket. I have it here that 9y minus y squared is what? 20. Pack everybody to the other side because already this is a quadratic equation. I don't like having these minuses when I'm working. So I have, take them both from this side to the other side. I have that y squared minus 9y plus 20 is what? 0. Clearly, we have a what? A quadratic equation. Let's take space on this other side. So based on this, my factors will be minus, it will be 4 and 5. So I'll go for minus 4 and minus 5 to get my minus 9y. So we have that y squared minus 5y minus 4y plus 20 is. So from here, we'll factorize here. So it's called factorization by parts. So there are 4 expressions here. You take these 2 here and take these 2 here, of course, signs. So here to here, y is common. We have y minus 5. Then here to here, minus 4 is common. What is remaining? We have y minus 5 again equals to what? 0. So that y minus 4 bracket y minus 5 is 0. So that y is equal to 4 or what? 5. These are 2 values of y. For our 2, a minute. So we have 2 values of y. Remember that we need to also find the value of x. But from equation 3, x is equal to what? 9 minus y. So come in here that when, substitute y equals 4 or 5 into equation 3. So when y is 4, x will be 9 minus 4, which is 5. Also, when y is 5, x will be 9 minus 5, which is 4. So these are the values. These are the numbers. The numbers are 4 and 5. For instance, 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 times 5 is 20, which is what they gave us in the question. So this is the A part of this question. Of course, for solving through A part of number 2, I'm sure they should allot 4 marks here. Yes. Let's go for the B part. For the B part of the same number 2, I trust we are together. I trust I'm as slow as I can because I will not rush you on this. Let's look at the B part. For the B part, it says again, simplify. Simplify 4a squared minus 49b squared over 2a squared plus 5ab minus 7b squared. This is what we're to do. So once again, there's a numerator and there's a denominator. Please, this is 2, please. My dear students and viewers, that is a 2. So, and you are told again to what? Simplify. This is the 2b part. We just did the A part. Like I said, that should be 4 marks. This should be another 4 marks to make it what? 8 marks. Okay. So for the numerator, these are, both of them are quadratic equations. So for denominator here, I will factorize. Yes, I will. I will factorize. But for the numerator, look at this expression very well. This expression here is called a difference of 2 squares. Yes, because 4 is a perfect square. A square is a perfect square. There's a minus here. 49 is a perfect square, as b square is a perfect square. So this particular expression is called difference of 2 squares. Let me show you what I mean. I will have 2a all square minus 7b all square over over factors of 14 here, as in 14 here will be 2a plus 7b minus 2b minus 7b squared. All right. So from here, let's go back to the numerator first. we're going to have that, like I told you, it's a difference of two squares, and it's gotten by the expansion of this. This will be 2a minus 7b, all bracket opens and close. Then 2a plus 7b, bracket opens and close. This is how you treat a difference of two squares. And my dear students and viewers, please be alert to it. Once you see a mathematical expression, a quadratic expression that is like this, where all of its expressions, all the items that make up that particular expression are perfect squares, note that likely, and there's a minus sign in between two of them, you are going in for a difference of two squares. There's a way you treat it. All right, so having done that, again, I will factorize by part. I'll factorize here to here, and of course, here to here. I did that earlier. Here to here, and here to here. So from here to here, what is common? 1 is common. So I have, 2a squared, 5ab. That's a mistake on my part. That's ab, and an ab. What is common here is an a. A is common. So that I have 2a plus 7b. Here, what is common is, there's a minus sign here, please. Pardon me for this. There's a minus sign here. What is common here is minus b. So we have 2a plus 7b. Again, this is my numerator. I have here 2a minus 7b. I dealt with it because I had separated it as a difference of two squares. Then bracket 2a plus 7b and close, all over a minus b, bracket 2a plus 7b. May looking at this, this is cancelling. This remains. I will take some space in this part of the board. And of course, I will check my transmission also. I think I should do that first. So my final answer, if I may, I think I should squeeze it in, will be 2a minus 7b over minus b. This is our final answer. Done that, that should be an extra 4 marks on top of the other 4 for you. So my dear students and viewers, this is how you pick up points. You pick up points like this when you are solving, as in solving mathematics in your examinations. You pick up points. So let's look at the third, let's look at the third exercise for today. It goes like this. Like I said, I trust you have this so that we can read together. In a class of 134 students, each of them studies at least one of economics, government, and geography. 40 students study economics, 55 study government, and 63 study geography. X study all the 3 subjects. 2X study geography and economics only. 2X study economics and government only. And 2X study geography and government only. I use Venn diagram to illustrate the above information. First part of the question, I. Find the value of X. I. How many students study economics? This question, the topic is sets, set theory. Yes. And Pardon that interruption. All right. Earlier, so did you notice that part that they are saying 2x students study 2x students study economics and government only, and another 2x students study geography and government only. Now we're going to work that up. Now let's draw our Venn diagram. We have so this is our mother set. Please, I'll check my transmission again. For the first part here, this circle is the circle. Note that. So E for economics, G for government, H is for geography. Please pardon me for this. All right. Now, what did they tell us? That altogether 134 students, right? Each of them at least one of economics, government, and geography. Now, 40 students study economics. So I'll fix that 40 here. Hold on. Now, like the first part of the question says that you should illustrate this information using a what? A Venn diagram. So I'm putting down a Venn diagram, as you can see. This is an SS1 topic. You should be familiar with it. So 40 students study economics, 55 study government. So that is your 55. Then, of course, 63 study geography. So that is your 63. I'm not done. And that X study all three subjects. So this is the intersection X here. Express this X in set notation, which I will. This is the number 3 part of the question. So I'm putting, this is number 3. This is number 3I. So N E intersection G intersection H is X. That is how to express that. So X, so all three, that X study all three subjects. Then 2X study geography and economics. So for geography and economics, that will be N intersection study geography and economics. So that will be G complement NH. That is 2X. So complement of government. Then also another 2X study geography and economics. Sorry, 2X study economics and government. I think the same thing. So N economics intersection government intersection H complement. Then again, another 2X. So N of, so another 2X study government and geography. So that will be government, which is G intersection H intersection E complement is still what? 2X. So this represents, by set notation, this represents the number, only strictly the number that study economics and geography, 2X, economics and government, 2X, and of course, government and geography only, so excluding economics. So that's what we have there. And if that is the case, I have here a 2X, a 2X, and a 2X. Yes. Then the next thing I want to do is from here. Now look at the circle of economics. Have you seen that there's a 2x here and a 2x here and an x here? So they talk about only, right? So this means an exclusion. So strictly those that did economics and government, strictly those that are doing economics and geography, strictly those that are doing 3 subjects. So how do I get the number that are doing strictly economics? To get number, using set notation, G complement intersection H complement, that will be 40 minus 2x minus x minus 2x. That translates to 40 minus 5x. So that's what I have here. 40 minus 5x. Please, I'm still pulling forth my Venn diagram. Then strictly the number that are doing only geography, that will be a G intersection E complement intersection H complement. The same thing, that will be 55 minus 5x, because it's the same thing we're having here. 2x, 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 that's minus 5x. So I went in straight instead of going through this again. Then lastly, but not the least, N for H intersection E complement intersection D complement is 63 minus the same 5x. So that's minus the same 5x, because that's what we're having here. So for doing all this, my dear, what's wrong with this guy? All right. So with what to find x, the mother set, to find x, the mother set is 130. Study strictly economics and government, number that studies strictly economics and government, number that studies strictly economics and geography, number that study only, I think that's the term they use here, government and geography, then number that study all 3 subjects. Yes. So here we go. I'll start from here. That is 40 minus 5x plus, I'm here, 55 minus 5x, I'm here, plus, okay, let's put in the small ones, x plus 2, as in I've done here, that's this one is here, this one, plus 2x, then here, plus x, then lastly, this, that will be plus 63 minus 5x. Let's pull them together. If you ask me 2x plus 2x plus 2x, that's 5x, right? So can I cancel this and then cancel this? Yes. So what do I have left? I have 134 equals 40 plus 55 plus 63. What do I have left? Minus 5x minus 5, as in this 5x, this 5x, then of course plus 2x. I think that's it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm good to go. I have to clean it up because I don't want to touch this yet, in case we need it. I'll take this out. So 134 This is 160, yeah, 103. So 158. This is minus 10. Minus 10 x plus 2 is minus 8x. 134 equal to minus 8x. Let's subtract here. That's 158, 134. That's a 482. That's 24. So x minus 24 is minus 8x. Clearly, minus cancels. So x is what? 3. So altogether, 3 students studied geography, studied economics, government, and geography. I'll check our transmission again. For the last part of this number 3 II, the question is pretty straightforward after setting up every other thing. The question is, how many students study economics only? And that is this number. Now, our x is 3, right? So, like we said earlier, that n, economics intersection, G complement intersection, government complement intersection, geography complement, which is what? 40 minus 5x. So going by that, that 40 minus 5 bracket 3, which is 40 minus 15, we're talking about what? 25. So 25 students study economics only. My dear viewers, we have done some good justice to 3 of these questions in this paper. In tomorrow class, tomorrow by 3, we will be up. If you watch, we'll be very early. If you have not watched you maybe didn't start from the beginning, I can send it to you. If you are interested, you can even send me a chat or a message. I'll quickly send it to you. Just give me your WhatsApp number or your messenger, anyone that works for you. I'll send what had been done earlier to you. I'm happy that at least we are transmitting. I'm happy that at least many of our students and subscribers are watching this time around. I want to encourage you. Please call your friends. Those that are writing this NECO. Of course, even if it's not this NECO, there will be NECO next year. It's the same exam body, so the orientation is the same. So call your friends, reach out to them. There will be classes on tomorrow, and then the last class will be on 13th, just like it was announced. And like I said, this will still be our study tool. And then we get into the paper 1, like it was. Please invite your friends, let them feel this love too. For yourself only, it is to be shared. You will not gain anything if your brother or your sister does not do well in his exams. Till we meet again tomorrow, be a subscriber to our channel so that you can benefit from this kind of facility. And of course, watch our videos, like and share. As you do so, God bless you. See you tomorrow, same time by 3 o'clock. All the best. Thanks for watching.